Several well-known people have mentioned the prospect of a severe recession in recent months that would be comparable to the mortgage crisis of 2008. Unsurprisingly, Robert Kiyosaki is one of them. In a recent comment, the well-known author and businessman warned that the present inflation rate could trigger a worse depression. He noted in a tweet that foreclosures have been increasing by 700%, in addition to the fact that the housing market is collapsing. He added that the Feds have been increasing the rates, and this is going to destroy the US dollar, and he advises investors to invest in real money. Robert also noted that as long as the Feds keep increasing the interest rates, the US dollar will become stronger and other cryptocurrencies will be weaker, giving everyone an equal opportunity to buy more. The worst could be yet to come, he said. Looking at gold and silver, both are great safe havens, as they have been a popular edge against inflation. They cannot be printed like paper money, and economic events happening do not really affect their value. I'm not buying gold because I like gold, I'm buying gold because I don't trust the FED, he said in an interview. Robert also added that debt is all pumped in, and the debt to GDP ratio is out of sight. And when it comes down, it will bring everything down with it, and that's why this is going to be the biggest crash. Printing of money is now failing despite printing more and more. This can't be done forever, and now is the time to balance the economy so things can move forward by 2024 and move with the new generation. The rich are getting richer because everything the Feds print stays in the asset class, not in the business class. Also, the Federal Reserve and the Treasury are ruining the nation by failing to invest in factories and infrastructure that would create jobs. The amount of bad debt is higher than in past years, but the plan is to eliminate it over the following several years. However, since money has already been printed since 2008, additional money printing is not the answer. The Feds keep fighting this, but then nothing is changing. It keeps getting worse and keeps going down. And despite all that is being done, the Nasdaq is down 50%. There has been no bubble in all of history that has not burst badly and rapidly when it does, and this one has already started. In fact, from 1929 to 1942, there was a significant market crisis. The market continued to decline and did not begin to recover until 1952. However, the millennial generation is fortunate in that they will be able to invest in collapses after everything else has fallen apart, start investing again from the ground up, and then be able to save up for their retirement. This is only beneficial once the market slumps have finally ended, but it might be challenging to predict because it doesn't seem like the crash will stop anytime soon. Because they don't want a recession, the government has been encouraging people to hold on to bad debt rather than restructuring it, and they are discouraging people from investing in new industries. Greatest boom in history, and right when it needs to be restructured, they mess up, preventing us from ever growing again because we will never restructure bad debt. Furthermore, Robert pointed out we are currently in a recession following the $10 trillion in combined fiscal and monetary stimulus implemented 2 years after COVID. He informed the public that the federal government and the US Treasury Department were responsible for the artificial inflation by making judgments that were detached from the realities of the country's actual economic position. He claimed that the reason they are in panic is because they've increased the quantity of cash, yet its velocity is decreasing since no one is spending it, and it is still sitting in savings. In 2022, Robert made a tweet warning about inflation that might lead to a greater depression, real estate crash, layoffs starting, and foreclosures up to 700% from last year, and asked people to take care. Every 90 years, there is a giant stock market crash followed by depression. 90 years ago was 1929, followed up with the Great Depression lasting 25 years to 1954. He tweeted in August 2020, adding, "Will it repeat itself?" He said, "I believe so." All in all, when there is a financial crisis like this, the money has got to go somewhere, and it goes to the safest places like government bonds and the best real estate, which is once more the people. After what will almost certainly be a period of depression, the US as a developed nation will recover. Do you agree with this? Let us know down below. And also subscribe and turn on our post notifications. And we'll see you next time.